Your court television news starting now.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news update coming live here from the NJCourts studios. I am NJCourts, your host. All right. Thank you all. I know it was just a 15-minute notice, so I appreciate you all for being here, taking the time out of your busy afternoon. It is TGIF Friday. It is actually, as a matter of fact, December the 1st, the beginning of the December, last month in the year of 2023. One more month, and then we jump into the new year of 2024. We've got a couple of holidays coming up left. Christmas Eve, Christmas. I think Hanukkah. I think, if I got that wrong, I'm sorry. We've got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. All right. So a lot of stuff to still stay busy with. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season so far. I want to say thank you to all my mods for being here this afternoon. I want to say thank you to all the members of the jury. Oh, I see you guys already. And as a matter of fact, I want to throw out some shout outs, okay? Because we received a donation through a comment. Okay, we get those every once in a while. I guess they're like as kind of super thanks is what they're called. And we received a super thanks, I believe, either today or yesterday. And I want to shout that individual out. So I want to say thank you so much for that super thanks. And this individual, this individual that sent that super thanks, and they sent it as a comment, was the username, believe it's Chessie. And if I said that wrong, I apologize. It's Chessie. So YouTube user at Chessie, thank you so much for that. I believe it was a $5 super chat. So thank you. And then I believe while I was getting the show just ready here, if I wasn't mistaken, I think I saw a donation go by. So let me just double check here. Absolutely. So we just got started off today with a $5 super chat a super sticker from Darlene Valenzuela. Thank you so much for your continued support, my friend. And let me get that super sticker pulled up here on my chat. One moment. Oh, I see it right here. Thank you, Darlene. I appreciate it. It's the Fox. And I appreciate, again, your continued support. So for Chessie, for Darlene, this gavel slam goes out to you, my friends. And everybody out in the chat, and this goes out to all the members of the jury, spam them if you got them. Let's get our breaking news update started the right way. All right, let me just get kind of situated here. We've got about 150 people already in chat, so it looks like the notifications are going out. So I'll just give about another minute for notifications to finish going out, people to kind of settle in, and I'll get you this breaking news update started. All right. So I've got chat in front of me. I've got chat here on my phone. Let me get all the way to the bottom. Yep, I'm there. Appreciate you, Super Roofer. Thank you for putting out those links, and I appreciate my mods for all your hard continued work and support, my friends. All right, so cheers to everybody out there. Well, for me, it's just a water day, but like I said, it is Friday, and it is always beer 30 somewhere, as they say. So whether you're enjoying any non-adult beverage or you're enjoying adult beverage today, hope you have a wonderful day and afternoon. And cheers. All right. So what do I have for you today? Well, it is kind of breaking news, and it kind of isn't, because we discussed this yesterday. Remember, in yesterday's second part of our kind of two-part show, which is some of you weren't here, I suggest you definitely take a look at that. Those videos are available, and I would suggest you definitely check it out as a replay, because I don't want you to leave right now, okay? Just kidding. But if you missed yesterday's show, was it yesterday? Hold on. Time flies so quick. The 29th. Yeah, yesterday was the 29th, Thursday. Okay, today's the 1st. Getting confused already by it being the first day of December. So yesterday we brought you the Skimask court hearing, okay? This had to do pretty much, we thought it was going to be an arraignment and was more like a bond hearing, kind of like the second bond hearing. He's already been in custody for about a week. He already went through one bond hearing. And then we thought was going to be an arraignment, but it was more like another bond hearing, okay? Well, as we were looking at other stuff, and more specifically, we were looking at his pretty much inmate check-in sheet, kind of like booking sheet. We realized there was a charge that was a charge we've already seen before. It was having to do with the charge of him having no registration or up-to-date license plate, or not paying proper taxes on said registration or vehicle. Okay, so he had gotten a ticket for that. Okay, it's just a simple traffic citation, but he didn't show up to that citation, the court hearing for that. And eventually they issued out a bench warrant, which we just found out was issued 2 days ago. Okay, not too long ago, literally just fresh couple of days ago, they issued out a bench warrant for that arrest, or excuse me, for failure to appear for that hearing, which had to do for him not having proper registration. Okay, now, um, in that last bond hearing, okay, the one before yesterday, we didn't hear that new. There was only 2 charges that the judge had pretty much said there was bond for. Yesterday, there was a 3rd charge that was added for that said bond. Okay, that had to do with him not paying the taxes, which we found out yesterday was a new charge that was added as well. So in the last couple of days, new warrant was issued and a new charge was added to the slew of charges that he has already. He's facing pretty much bond for, and pretty much going to go through the justice system for all those charges. Okay, so again, I'm sorry if I'm starting to get a little confusing, because it is confusing. We had 3 charges now yesterday that the judge went over as far as what was going to be added to his bond docket or ticket, you can call it. Okay, and then we realized that yesterday they had a date. Okay, for the charge of not having any registration. That was for today. Okay, and that was the only. Remember, there was 4 charges, but yesterday's bond hearing, she only went over 3. The bond hearing before that went over 2. So at the second bond hearing, we added a 3rd charge yesterday. Today, we added a new charge to that list of, charges that he needs, if he's going to bond out, there's going to be charges for. Okay, so I'm going to go over that with you. That's what happened today. So yesterday we talked about it. We weren't sure if it was correct or not, because we didn't hear the judge yesterday talk about it. She never said, hey, tomorrow you got a hearing. Okay, it's going to be over case la 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 la. Only reason we even found out about that is one of the mods pointed that out, that there was a date for tomorrow next to that case number, and that wasn't even on the oscn.net website. It got updated as of today, because it did happen. The hearing happened. But as of yesterday, the only place we saw that new date was on that jail inmate booking sheet. Okay, so it got a little confusing. So I said, well, what the hell? I'm just going to, turn on the computer. I'll see what happens today at the time they said it was going to happen. And guess what? It happened. Okay, so there's your breaking news right there, ladies and gentlemen. Today's hearing did happen. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it was nothing special. Okay, it's pretty much almost looked like the same thing. Just a room of a bunch of dudes and chicks in orange suits. Skimask Andy sitting where he always does, and then it was his turn. Okay, but something changed. All right, Skimask Andy had a little baby fit. Okay, and the judge, because of his little baby fit, just asked that NJCourts not film or record today's hearing. But I was still allowed, because I said I would like to still request permission, Your Honor, to at least stay, watch, and take notes. Will that be okay? The judge allowed that. So the judge did give permission for the NJCourts TV channel to sit in and watch, even though Mr. Skimask Andy threw a little baby fit. And he's lucky that I didn't point out, especially to the room of all the prisoners there. And because I was on the little speakerphone and live video thing, you know what I mean? He's lucky I didn't say, hey, Your Honor, the reason that we're covering this individual, which I let them know, we're a media channel and we're covering this individual, but I forgot to leave out an important note. That important note was, you've literally got an e-celebrity sitting right in front of you. How did you all not know this? You have the Skimask Andy, the Midwest Kingpin. All hail Skimask Andy. But he wasn't much of an e-celebrity, so no video, no recording for this hearing. But I was allowed to sit in and take notes, and that's what I did. So here's what happened. In a nutshell, all they did was pass on today's hearing. So he does have a new bond added, which we already knew that. They just verified it. So I'm glad that the judge caught that today. We weren't sure if they were going to catch that new charge. They did. So they realized there was a bench warrant issued for failure to appear for not having the registration on the vehicle, which means he didn't show up to the original court hearing he had for a simple no registration charge. Okay. So they looked at that, saw he had a bench warrant. They added the bond to the list of other bonds he has. And then they added this case to the other 3 cases that are going to be heard or pretty much arraigned on the December 28th hearing. Okay. So that's literally, if I could do like a little mock kind of like theatrical act of what happened, it would kind of go like this. Okay. Mr. DeCo, how are you today? He's upset, obviously, about the situation. He kept saying, they're recording. He's recording, Your Honor. No, I wasn't. Okay, just taking notes. As I told the judge, he wasn't too happy. But all he said, pretty much he didn't say anything, just that he was there. And then the judge said this, Mr. DeCo, what we're going to go ahead and do is add the case that you have today, case number TR, because it's a traffic citation, TR, la, 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 la. Actually, no, let's be specific here. TR 2023-8164. 2023-8164. We're going to go ahead and pass that on with the other cases that you're facing, the other 3 cases, on December the 28th. We're going to be adding an additional amount of bond to the other amount of bonds you have. And to make it a little easier to kind of visually see, let me show you what that is now. Can you guys see that? There you go. Perfect. Let me scroll down a bit. This is the Tulsa County Inmate Information Center's arrest record for Mr. David Lee DeCou. Okay. So it's got a little bit of arrest information, like the date he was arrested, the name of the officer. Then if you look at the bottom, now you've got a list of the offenses that he's pretty much booked in for. Okay. So I'm going to start from the top and I'll read all these in case you can't see it. All right. So as of today, this is the one that he had the judge pretty much have, I guess, I'll call it a bond hearing with. That was going to be for case number TR-2023-8164. That they have a description called taxes due state. So they've now added a surety bond of surety, however you want to pronounce it, of $334. So do your math here, okay? Let's add that up. So we've got $334. Then we've got, and this was heard again at the last bond hearing, these 3. We've got the CM-23-3467, and that is the failure to pay taxes due to the the improper vehicle registration on the vehicle. So we figured out yesterday he got a new charge. This was in the last couple of days. They added this new charge, which had to do with failure to pay taxes. I was assuming it had to do with him having not paid any. They literally have garnished the last 10 to 12 years his taxes to pay the over $5,000 of court fees and fines he owes. Because he never does his taxes and they can't garnish anything, you'll always see the note that, they weren't able to garnish anything. So I finally said, well, maybe this has to do with that. But we learned yesterday, thank you to chat, and then we did, we ended up doing a little bit of some research, that this actually has to do with the improper registration tag, okay, and that other charge that he received. And that was the one that they had the bond hearing on today. That was the one we just went over, TR-2023-8164. TR means traffic, okay? So that was $334. Then we have the new one, not the new, well, technically, yeah, it's a new charge. The failure to pay taxes, that's CM-23-3467. That's another $200. So we're at $534 now. Then we've got the obstruction of an officer, that's CM-23-1383. That comes with a $1,500 bond, okay? So now we're at what? $2,034, okay? Then we've got the application to revoke, which means that has to do with him not showing up to his probation, okay? That's CF-22-985. They still have it listed as a felony. Skimask or Mr. Deku argued with the judge the last two bond hearings, including, I think, today. No, did he mention anything? No, it was the last hearing where he was arguing about it not being a felony and a misdemeanor, and the judge finally agreed with that. Well, still on here, they're showing it's a criminal felony. So I don't know what's going on with that. I guess on the 28th, we'll learn more whether they're still going to keep it as a felony or they did decide to change it as a misdemeanor, because I think there's still some miscommunication going on between the real paperwork and the judge, what the judge is seeing. Again, I can't speak on that, but I guess, like I said, we'll probably find out more info on all this on the 28th. That was another $1,500. So we were at $2,034, add another $1,500. I'm sorry, I'm not the best with my math. Give me a minute. So that's going to be at least $3,000. So yeah, $3,534 is now the new bond amount for this individual based on those 4 offenses or cases, okay? And again, all 4 of these now, and you can see they have the court date, and that is correct, are all going to be heard on the same date, which is going to be December the 28th, okay? So that's your update. Again, I apologize that I couldn't provide you with the video and even audio today, but per the request of the judge, and because we are a professional media company, I am gonna, I'm gonna abide by it, okay? And that's why I still even fought for just the fact of, hey, well, technically by law, we can still sit in here and we can still watch because it's a public link, okay? Even the judge asking or requesting that I can't record it, that's even a gray area, which I'm sure if it did come down to it going to court, like say if I did want to end up, which it's too late now because nothing was recorded, but say if I did want to, take this to some type of, upper echelons and argue it, there could be something heard because, like I said, there was no disclaimer saying you can't record. This is just a judge requesting it over a, team meeting, platform. So that type of jurisdiction where the judge can kind of say that, I don't think so. But just being respectful, I respected the judge, his wishes, and we didn't record. We didn't do audio, video. I just sat in and took notes. It was about, like I said, 30 seconds to a minute. I will say this. I think Skimask was a little embarrassed because of the situation. The judge was so kind to push him in front of all the other inmates that were patiently waiting to have their turn heard. They all got there at the same time. So they're all sitting there wondering, hey, who is this special guy, this little guy in front of us with the little bald spot behind him that gets to go in front of us all just because he's there's some media station trying to cover him. So yeah, I don't think he was too happy about that, but hey, I mean, it worked out in his favor. He got to have his case heard first, and then I guess he was done. He got to sit down and didn't have to wait there nervously anymore. But so, hey, thank you, Taylor Love. Good to see you, my friend, and shout out to all your hard work. Much appreciated. Scanty Foe, Controller. Well, her case is coming up this Monday, okay? So I will have an update for you on Monday. Usually, if you've been following the Controller updates on this channel, we've been able to provide the Controller court case in an audio transcript version. So I'm hoping to continue to do that on Monday. Either way, I'll still bring you an update, whether it's just kind of like this or whether it's going to be like we always done with an audio transcript. So that case will be heard Monday. Maybe I'll do something Sunday evening, kind of like a night before type of thing, which we've done in before. Might even open up a panel, but definitely there'll be coverage on the day of that case, the day of that day. Blah, blah. All right. Hey, appreciate it, Taylor. Yesterday, and I apologize, I was calling you Courtney Love. So that is your update. Like I said, it was just going to be, even if I had video of it, it was just going to be 30 seconds. Nothing to fret about that we don't have. Again, it was just literally the judge pretty much reassigning this case with all the other 3 cases for the 28th. Let Skimask Andy know what the bond amount was for this new charge that was added, and then added it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an arraignment. Actually, let me show you this. This is the notes that they have now. The note actually populated already, which is amazing. Usually it takes a full day, but they already populated the note from this morning's trial. Maybe because he is an e-celebrity. I don't know. But here, let me share this tab here with you. All right, you guys can all see that? Excellent. So if we go here, the second note towards the bottom, the one that's dated in blue with 12/1/2023, let me read it for you just in case you can't see. And again, if you're on your phones, turn that from vertical to horizontal mode and put it on full screen, and you should be able to see this just fine. But it reads, Judge Shannon Taylor, this means that's her note, defendant present in custody. Court determines arrest is supported by PC, special appointment of the public defender for the purpose of bond hearing only. State represented, bond hearing held, jury trial sounding docket passed to December 28, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. in room 158. Bond set at $334. Defendant remanded to custody. Trailing CM 233467 and 231383. All right. Now, one thing I do want to point out, and I'm going to show you here since I've got the oscn.net website up. Let me do this. Let me go backwards. I did, after kind of cross-checking the case numbers, I did come to find out that they are not realizing that he does have another bench warrant for his arrest, and that comes from the court cost court, okay, court cost hearing court, for failure to pay on the $5,000+ he owes on all his court costs and fines and fees. And to show you that there's proof of that bench warrant, let me show you, okay? That you'll find, the way you find that, if any of you are going to be navigating this site, is you got to go to one of his past hearings, because that's where these fines stem from, are some of his past hearings. Okay, I think there's like either 5 or 6 specific hearings or cases that they have, pretty much he didn't pay any of his fees from, and that's where all these over $5,000 stem from, is these 5 to 6 cases. Okay, so what you do is just click on any one of those 5 or 6 cases. I'm just going to go up to the first one of his kind of past felony cases. So let's just kind of go up here. That's the traffic case. That's the criminal misdemeanor. This is the felony/misdemeanor he's arguing against. This is for the revocation of probation. Here, let's see here. I think if I click on this one, this criminal felony up here, this one's from 2007. This one, I think we should see that warrant information. Let's go down here. Yep, I see it. Let's see here. Right here, yep. So if you go down to the bottom, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking up. Yep, okay. So go down here to the bottom. You'll see right here on October 3rd of 2023. Let me read the note for you just in case you can't read it. Judge Thomas, so that means this is from Judge Thomas's notes. Bench warrant ordered for failure to appear for court cost hearing on September 29, 2023. Failure to appear warrant issued only in criminal felony case -04-4336. Okay? All these ones you see at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there was 5, not 6. These are all the other cases that have to do with the court cost hearing that he was having to attend for not paying any of the fines on any of these cases. So these, if you're curious as the particular cases I was just talking about, that's them listed right there underneath this note. Okay, so there it is. If you want to go and say they do realize that they missed this, okay, let's assume they pick this up on the 28th, okay, then let's assume the district attorney does their homework, does their due diligence, and goes through these same kind of records and says, oh, shoot, we missed the fact that he's got another bench warrant issued out for him for failure to appear for court cost hearing. One, he owes over $5,000 on this, and two, he's got a $250 bond that we've got to add to the list of the other amount of bonds, okay? So if we add that, let's see, I think we're at $3,534. Add another $250 to that. So what's that? $5,773 around there. Let's just call it $5,275. Wait, no, 5,000. $3,775. There you go. $3,775 would be the new total, assuming they catch this new bond amount of $250 and the fact that he's got a bench warrant for the failure to appear for court cost hearing. Cashapp scammer Andy IRS tax. I'm going to look into kind of going forth. I'm not trying to press these judges down there. They already got enough, work. You see it. You saw in that last bond hearing how many people they got in that room. That's every day, Monday through Friday. They're dealing with all these people having to go through a bond hearing. So again, I get it. I'm not giving any excuses for them, but I'm going to look into kind of the legality of a judge kind of saying, hey, through a team meetings app, hey, you can't record because old e-celebrity here is kind of asking me and having a fit. Oh, yes. Hey, I'll show it to you right now, Super Roofer. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat. That reads, let's not forget the Wagner County case. Absolutely. Let's not forget the fact that he does have a warrant out in Wagner County. Let me show you really quick. You can find that again on oscn.net website. I'm actually going to scroll right down here where it says Wagner County. Can you guys see that? Wagner County. He's actually got a few cases in Wagner County, but let me show you one of the ones that are more particular, the one especially having to do with the warrant being issued. And Cat Crazy, thank you so much. We'll take a little bit cause for the pause here. And actually, I owe Subaru for a gavel slam. And let's do it here with Cat Crazy. Cat Crazy, thank you so much. Cat Crazy just gifted 5 memberships to the NJCourts members of the jury. So, Cat Crazy, thank you so much for your continued support. And welcome to our 5 new members of the jury. Enjoy all these new emojis you get to spam today. And don't forget to check. You're now going to see a members tab whenever you click on the main page of the NJCourts channel. And that's going to be a members only tab that only you, the members of the jury, have access to. Okay. So all you new members, don't forget to click on that tab, catch yourself up with all the members only stuff, and look forward to checking out more members only stuff coming up. All right. This goes out to you, Cat Crazy. This slam goes out to you, Super Roofer. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, my friends. And let's continue on here. Let's take a look at this Wagner County that Super Roofer was asking about. So we'll go right here to CF-2008-00313, which pretty much, if you haven't noticed yet, CF stands for criminal felony. And then they always have the date that it happened first. So this is in 2008. CM stands for criminal misdemeanor. TR is traffic. All right. PO is protection order. All right. So here we go to CF 2008-00313. This is going to be a aggravated assault and battery charge and disturbing the peace charge. So again, this is in Wagner County. Let's come down here to the docket notes. And let's see where that, I think it's actually on the, oh, hold on. Nope. There it is. August 31st, 2011. Issue bench warrant for FTP, which we now stands for failure to pay. FTA stands for failure to appear. So again, he had to pay some court costs, probably associated to the plea deal that they gave him here on this, okay? because it looks like it says parties announce agreement to pleads guilty to misdemeanor domestic assault battery and receives 1 year deferred count 2 to pay. Yeah, so they deferred one of his charges because it was 2 charges to pay a bunch of fines and fees. No supervision, so it doesn't look like he got any probation on that. Just had to pay fines and fees. Again, I'm just guessing based on the notes. Yeah, see, here it is. Defendant to pay $45 beginning 7-1-2011. So he didn't make any payments, just like he never has. And then in August 31st of 2011, like about a month, little bit about a month and a half later, almost 2 months later, excuse me. 7-1 to 8-1. Now 2 months later, they went ahead and issued out a bench warrant for him. So there you go. All right, and if you go down here, the rest of the notes, they've never dismissed that bench warrant. As a matter of fact, remember I was telling you about those notes when they're trying to intercept his taxes? There they are. Look at these stem from all the way. Look at this. 2011. Excuse me. 2013. Excuse me. Looks like in 2012 they tried to do an expungement. That was denied. Then in 2013, that's when they started intercepting for his taxes. See where it says tax intercept? Notice sent to OTC to attach refund. Then they tried again in 2015, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2023. With no luck. Oh no! What up, Tammy? What up, Minnesota Dave? What up, Cat Crazy? What up, Meow Meow? Pamela Dickweed at 1976. Hello. Taylor Love. Hello. Cashapp Scammer Andy IRS Tax. Just speaking of that. Hello. Subaru for hello. Dots. Hello. Alabama Mama 4. Hello. Do some shout outs here really quick. Always got to. Mary T. Hello. Kindheart. Hello. Riot Coke. Hello. Savage Dabs. Hello. Ralph Bond. Welcome. Ski Bags for Cash App. Hello. You guys get me with some of these names, man. Jojo Nanny. Hello. Go Hug a Cactus. Welcome. Billy Martin. Hello. All right. Sicilian Princess, welcome. Kimberly 71, hello. Nervy, hello. Candy Kiss 33, welcome. Hippie Music Girl, hello, my friend. All right. Had a few seconds to do some quick shout outs, but yeah, a little bit more information for you guys. And again, good question. Thank you for bringing that up. So again, why isn't that they're not catching these other two warrants? I mean, we're able to see it here on OSCN.net website. Okay, this is Oklahoma State Court Networks. This is their official government site. What up, Cesar? Well, we've learned in Oklahoma we can't actually go inside the courtroom and stream. We've already tried. That's why the last 2 times the best coverage we've able to provide is just outside of the courtroom and inside the lobby area. Anywhere that's a public area, you can record in that courtroom. We just were denied recording inside the actual courtroom when we're physically there, okay? Now, we've actually brought to you a lot of the court hearings, just maybe 5 minutes after it was live because, again, sometimes it's not that you can't show it live. I just prefer not to. Just because you may run into technical difficulties like we did the other day. But we saved everything, thank gosh, because we had some backup to a backup to a backup. And thank you, who, for that backup. But yes, that's the reason why we're not going to be going back to Oklahoma, because it just makes no sense to spend the money anymore if we're not going to be able to provide any of the in-court coverage. We've already provided enough of the outside court coverage of Skimask Andy, and being that we can follow his other court coverages just through kind of like what we're doing now, no sense in that. SoCal, good to see you, my friend, and another member of the Mod Squad. Member for, holy moly, member for 8 months. TGIF, everyone. Good to see you. You are like a quadruple OG, my friend. I didn't even think we had 8-month memberships. It must have just barely turned today. So that tells me, SoCal, you were here from the beginning, my friend. Thank you so much. And I appreciate your continued support and membership. Oh, and also, let's see here. Yeah, okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, so we already said thank you to Darlene that started us up with that $5 super sticker. Actually, technically, Chessie, Chessi, shout out YouTuber user Chessie for donating that super donation or super thanks. And then we had Darlene follow up today, starting our show with the $5 super sticker, followed by Super Roofer with that $2 super chat. Cat Crazy gifted 5 memberships today. Then SoCal, member for 8 months, saying TGIF, everyone, good to see you. And we've got Kimberly, oh, Kimberly, member for 4 months. Oh, almost to OG status, Kimberly. I appreciate your continued support. And it says, I love being here with the jury, NJC. Kimberly, well, we love having you here. And thank you again for your continued support and membership in the jury. This gavel slam goes out to you. Spam them gavels if you got them. Gavel, gavel, gavel time, baby. Dots. Oh, here comes. Everybody's turning birthdays today in the jury club. We've got Dots. Dots is now an OG. Dots, you got the okay, hold on. It hurts a bit, but I'm going to do it. You got that one right there. Yeah. So welcome to the OG club, my friend. OG member for 6 months now, and Dot says, I'm not quite OG, but I'm getting there. No, you are. You rock, my friend. And then we've got Hippie Music Girl, member for 4 months. Thank you so much for your continued support, Hippie Music Girl. And Hippie Music Girl says, hey, awesome job, NJ. Thank you so much for that positive comment, Hippie Music Girl. And you know what, you guys, this gavel slam goes out to all you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support, my lovely members of the jury. That calls for a definitely cheers, everybody. Again, cheers to everybody enjoying their TGIF today. Hope you're going to have a wonderful weekend. It is the beginning of December, officially December the 1st. Do not forget. So if you have not done your Christmas shopping, I recommend you start here soon because, one, it just sucks having be those people that have to rush through and be in the crowd and fight the crowd. And then even when you fight all that crowd and traffic to get to where you want to go, then you're stuck with having to pick from like crappy ass gifts. And who wants a crappy ass gift? All right. So get that shopping done now. Get on that Amazonian land because, weather's already getting bad. I already got some boxes that are already delayed because of the weather going on, okay? So a little weather storm coming in. So get that shopping early, my friends. But yes, it is December. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. That was the breaking news update for today. Now, if there's any other breaking news that comes between now and the end of the weekend, we're going to break it. Make sure you got your notifications on, okay? That helps a lot. Shout out to my replay crew. If you're replay crew. There we go. Hashtag shout out replay crew or replay gang, depending on which does that mean we've got like a gang and a crew? Like, are you guys like I hope you guys are cool with each other because I see the replay crew and the replay gang, all right? But shout out to you all. Much love from NJCourts to everybody. Again, thank you for taking your time to be here. If you have any questions, want to reach out, comments, concerns, complaints, you can reach out to me on my Instagram. You can find that link on the main channel page, or you can reach out to me on my email. This is the channel's email. I'm going to post that right now for you. Oops, I had to put one too many dots there. There you go. Yes, let me see more of them gavels. Spam them gavels, baby. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's breaking news update. Next time you should be seeing me come up on a show will be either Sunday night or Monday morning, okay? Because we've got the control of court case, all right? Continued court case, continued court coverage on Monday, okay? So I'll give you an update either Sunday night. Most likely, we always like to do the night before, and hell, we'll do the day of, okay? So I should be coming up this Sunday of this weekend. I'll put out a notification, most likely in the community tab as well. Usually I try to do that if it's not a breaking news type of update. That's why I always say have those notifications on, because sometimes I don't have time to set up those, community tab, notes, or I mean, not notes, but messages. And sometimes I don't have time to put it on Instagram or throw the invites out. So I will try my best, especially when I have a show that I've already planned out in advance. So either Sunday, Monday, or both days should be the next time you see moi. Okay. Otherwise, maybe if there's any breaking news, you may see moi again. All right. But for today, I'm going to say this. All right. Keep your head on a swivel. Make sure and check that 6. Love somebody. All right. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend. All right. Peace, love. Love you guys. Take care of each other. And I'm officially out. Damn, I'm working on them singing vocal cords, all right? Up here. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one, okay? Peace.